Hey boys and girls, welcome back to New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel. I'm your host, Antoine Big Screen Richardson, because today we're going to be talking about the Sony Bravia 7 and 75-inch form. We just got done talking about the new Sony Bravia Theater U neck set. We call it a neck set, Wilson.
Neck set,
It's not a headset, this is a neck set. So make sure you double back and watch that video. But before you watch that video, you might want to watch my 8-month review of the Sony Bravia X90L. That TV is fantastic. If you watch that video, at the end of it, I told you how great it was, but it had to go because this one had just showed up at the house. Look at that. Where's Nemo? Is Nemo gonna be here? That's not Nemo. This is like his cousin or something. Is that Nemo? Wait. No, there he is. There's Nemo. we got Nemo right there. He's in the, what is that thing called? An anemone?
And I can't remember. I'm gonna say it like the same way he said in the movie, an enemy.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I can't touch it. If you touch it, you're gonna get jacked up. Let's go over here and sit down, man. Talk about this TV. Because I left my notes over here. Because I'm a good little YouTuber, I don't want to forget nothing. Now this is more of a first impressions kind of thing because I've only spent like a week with this TV. So I haven't like completely tweaked it out to like, you know, everything being perfect to my liking, right? But I will tell you as a spoiler, I freaking love this TV. Wilson, what you think about the picture? We're watching YouTube. This is supposed to be 4K, but you get what you get, right?
It looks really good, especially from the movies we tried out on it.
You was here last week, right?
I was here last week.
What did we try?
We tried Underground 6.
Yeah. HDR. I don't think that one's in Dolby Vision. I don't know. We'll see. We got to check something out. We'll go through some content. I don't want to show too much because I'll get flagged on YouTube for copyright crap. Anyways, let's talk about some basic stuff. This is a gigantic TV. So I have mine mounted on the wall. It's about 85 pounds. Me and my wife mounted it together. If you're gonna mount this TV, make sure you have an extra set of hands. I recommend no one do this by themselves. Even with me and my wife, with her panicking as I'm holding it like this, it was still a challenge. So you can mount it on the wall and it will stay. Most mounts will hold this thing, right? But should you just have a large enough TV stand to put it on, this is the first. I've really never seen this before. I ain't gonna say it's the first, but I just haven't seen it before. They have 2 leg mounting positions or foot mounting positions. One is ultra wide, like almost at the ends of the TV, where you can mount a soundbar underneath. But if you need it to be closer, they have two slots where you can put the feet so they can be closer to each other. This could actually be a deal breaker for a lot of people when it comes to buying a TV because let's say you can't wall mount it, right? So you have to put it on a TV stand, but you got other stuff, like maybe some decor or maybe a soundbar or something, and you need your stuff to work together. The fact that you have 2 positions to mount these legs, super clutch, especially if you can't mount it on the wall. Nemo is just Nemo. He's huge. That is such a pretty picture, dude. Man, that's beautiful. I love watching these undersea kind of things. They never really come in quite clear because they're literally underwater, but man, the fish. Dude, don't go down there, okay? You people who like to go deep sea, like down there, Wilson, don't go down there. We don't belong deep in the ocean. That's about as far as we can get. How deep do you think that is?
I have no, dude, I've done skydiving. I've never done deep sea.
Don't be doing that either. Up there and down there, we don't belong. Right in the middle. Stay on Earth. Okay.
You gotta try skydiving, man.
Oh man, hell no. Let's go to the next topic, man. Skydiving? You showed me that video, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is something I've been seeing on the internet a lot. Viewing angles. Dude, they are not that bad. Don't be letting these people on YouTube make you believe that this is not a great TV, all right? Now, typically, I sit head on in front of the TV. This is my spot. Actually, I'm sitting currently in my wife's spot. So anytime after 7 p.m., if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm up here with my wife. This is her spot, this is her blanket, and then I sit over here, right here, and I got my feet up, and this is Raylan's spot right here on the ottoman. That's where we got the blanket. So I'm sitting head on. Now you know what I'm doing, right? So I'm sitting head on watching the TV. It looks fantastic. Now with all TVs, as you kind of just, I'm gonna go over here, Wilson. As you move over to the side, you'll start to see that, you know, you do get some change in viewing angles. I don't know if it's actually gonna come up as you pan over there to the TV. Let's see if you can see any changes in viewing angles on the TV. Slightly, a lot. What you got on that camera, Wilson?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Well, yeah, if you're over here, you know, at this, like, that's ridiculous. Who watches TV from this side? You know what I'm saying? True. Like, but if you're having a party or something, you know, maybe you got a big sectional and a big family, and you're all sitting kind of across the room. Over here, I'm still getting a really good picture. Let me see if it kind of fades a little bit. I'm not seeing, okay, let's say I'm seeing minimal fading in the viewing angle. But seriously, man, who's watching TV over here? And if you are, maybe you should just change your setup. I'm just saying. But if you need extreme viewing angles, maybe this ain't the TV for you. There's OLEDs out there. I don't think they have bad viewing angles. And of course you got like, you know, something like the Bravia 9, step up and spend a little bit more cash. But as far as viewing angles, I'm completely happy with this one. I don't need to watch, you know, movies or nothing from the staircase over there or off to the side. I'm pretty head on. Or we're at least at the arms of the couch, which spreads it out. I don't know what degree angle this is, but everything still looks perfectly intact from over here. So as long as you're sitting somewhere in front of it and not literally 180 degrees off the side, I think you're gonna be good as far as viewing angles go. So don't let the internet has a way of spoiling great things for a lot of people. I'm just saying, don't let that be you. Try the TV out for yourself before you start making judgment calls on, you know, something like that. Especially when it comes to something as expensive as a TV that is literally a key element in your home. Back to my notes. Let me see here. Oh, well, we just talked about Nemo, right? The brilliance and brightness of this TV. So I think it was like the second night, maybe the first night we got it. I put it up and we were watching the Olympic trials with the swim Olympic trials. And I put it on, what mode was it? It's not a sports mode. Let's go to the sports mode or the different modes and see what they have. Some lots of different options here. Picture mode. So we had it in vivid.
Oh God.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
The lights are on and I'm squinting. That's how vivid that is, okay? That is, oh man, that's hard to look at. Like it's like the sun staring at you. And then you got standard, which is what I typically keep sports on because, you know, it gives this really super bright lighting, but also the colors are rich. But the colors are rich without being overly saturated and artificial. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're watching sports, and I hate looking at stuff like that where the grass is just too green. Ain't nobody's grass that green. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that everything still remains natural when you're looking at these different picture settings. And that's, as far as like the brilliance and everything, like this TV gets mega, mega bright. But then conversely, we need to talk about darkness and dark scenes. So with my X90L, I've had that TV for 8 months. So I had plenty of time to just kind of tweak it to, you know, to be really well performing in dark scenes. And oh man, I keep talking about that TV because it is so good. But this one, I haven't had that much time tweaking it for dark scenes, but for what I have so far, this thing, it is a top tier performer with dark scenes. Everybody's always talking about OLED and how OLED gets super black. That may be true. Actually, it is true. OLED gets mega black. But honestly, I don't think you would miss it if you tried one of these mini LEDs, especially a Bravia 7 or a 9 for that matter, and you tweaked it. Actually spend some time tweaking your TV. Wilson, check out the menu. I'm gonna show you where you go and do this real quick. This is supposed to be a first impressions video, but I'm kind of going deep because I need you guys to hear me out. So you go in here, you go in the picture. Some of this stuff might be disabled because I'm on YouTube, but we'll see. So we got it on standard. What I would do, like if I'm watching like House of the Dragon, which is a mega dark show, I would put it on cinema or professional. You see how dark that gets? It just dims. All right, so, and then let's go to cinema. It's a little bit brighter. Then you go into brightness right here, and then look how much control you got over that brightness. You got contrast, gamma. HDR tone mapping is typically toggled on, and then you can toggle it from a gradient performance, or you could have it prefer a lighter picture. You can control your black levels. Check this out. Look how dark this gets. Dude, is the camera picking up on that?
You can slightly see into the camera, yeah.
Okay. And then, where was it? I don't remember where it was.
It was at 50.
50, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get super dark. I usually don't go past 49 because, man, this thing can get super black. And then that kind of interfere with other things. And you got your black adjust. These are like more artificial intelligence type of settings, and they work extremely well. As a matter of fact, me and the wife, we were watching Training Day on the 4K Ultra HD. So On training day, what I noticed was, I'm gonna call him Alonzo instead of Denzel, because it was two different people there. You seen Training Day?
I haven't seen it.
Bruh, you gotta see Training Day.
All right.
Great film. All right, so Alonzo, he has on his black leather coat, and you think he has on a black shirt, but you know black comes in different gradients. His shirt was not black, but the jacket was on leather black. His shirt was more like a deep navy blue, like almost black. And at first, I was looking at the picture and it all looked black, right? And everything looked sharp. But then at some point I was like, I wonder if it's too dark. So I went into the settings, I brightened it up a little bit. I hit the black adjust to, I think I turned it up to 51, to be honest with you. No, it was the black level. I turned the black level up to 51. And then that allowed the blue to come out in his shirt. And I was like, wow, that's control. So when we talk about control over dark and black scenes, I feel like you got it right here. You can go around screaming OLED all you want to, but the performance of this TV when it comes to dark scenes and blacks, incredible. I'm a completely happy, satisfied person with this. Now, we'll go into my next little bit of notes here. So we're gonna talk about the lighting. So I did it in this room particularly so I could show you the lighting. Typically, I do have these shutters open right here, but because of this video, we didn't want to do that to, you know, blow out the lighting. But I'll have these open. The room is completely lit most of the time during the daytime. If I'm watching a movie or something, I will kind of close the curtains and kind of make it a little dim in here. But you can see the TV's performing extremely well in a completely lit room. What you think about it, Wilson?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I mean,
there's nothing to complain about.
No impact on the TV's performance, in my opinion. But as Wilson moves around the camera, you might be able to see my overhead lighting. I got these recessed lights here. There's 4 of them up top. And you will see those. Down here, I don't see that. So I know you guys are probably looking at the TV saying, but what about those reflections? Well, I don't see them here. You're just seeing it because of the camera angle. And as far as the window here, I don't see a direct reflection going into the TV until you walk way over there to the side and you'll see it. Wilson, can you see that over there?
Yeah, I can already see it even without them being open.
Okay, so look, and he's way over there. So if you look at me and then look at where Wilson is standing, you should be watching TV over there, bro. You should be right here because you bought this TV for yourself and you need to be having the best seat in the house. And then you get that good, clean, vibrant / dark, blackety black picture, man. And you're gonna love every bit of it. Can I tell you about gaming and then we'll leave? Where are we at on time, Wilson?
We're sitting at 12:30.
This gonna be a long video. Just go get your snack and come back. Okay, gaming. You saw God of War last week, right?
Oh, that's
when
right.
I showed it to you?
Yeah, that's right. We did God of War in this. Oh my God, it was so bright too.
Dude, HDR. That's all I got to say. We're talking like Kratos' armor, the shimmer off his armor, his weapons, and everything was just so contrasty. Is that a word? Contrasty?
I'm pretty
it's
sure.
My word. Dude, the armor, the water, oh my God, it's just incredible gaming on this thing. And like I said in the Sony Bravia X90L video, gaming on a Bravia TV to me is just different. Like when I played Last of Us on my Samsung TV, it was a great game, great experience. But when I put it on a Bravia TV and the Bravia 7 is included, it just adds a little bit more drama to it because the Sony TVs have this, they got this cinematic look to them. I don't know what it is, man. I cannot pinpoint what it is what they do with the TVs, but for everything you watch, it's just like an extra bit of cinema to it. You know, it just gives it that extra, it's not a filter. I feel like that would be like insulting. It's not a filter.
It just feels like the TVs are optimized for the PlayStation.
Optimized for the PlayStation and all the rest of the content, like movies and stuff, it just adds more drama to it somehow. I don't know what you're doing in there, Sony, but keep on doing it because all my gaming experiences have been leveled up in size, contrast, brightness, HDR, and whatever technical word you're going to throw at it. But I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is I'm really enjoying this big ass TV, man. This thing is great. Keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you.